people aren't going to show up on time, then people aren't going to show up on time. Okay. So let's just we're going to have a quick recap. Okay, question. Last time we did the practice with the bottle, which you can do at home. Right? Who's been doing that? You have? How are you getting along with that? Hitting the ball central?
I can't do practice.
But you don't practice with the bottle at home?
Not the bottle, no.
Okay, why not?
Direct practice here.
Okay, the reason why I give you these drills is because you can do it any time, and if you're honing this down, because we can get on to the next stage of potting and alignment, etc. Without that cue action, without that dead straight cue action and going through the centre of the ball, or trying to go through the centre of the ball, we'll talk about that, but it's very, very difficult to get to the next level, right? Without having that really good honed in cue action. So we're going to look at your guys' cue actions and see how good you guys are right now. So let's see, everybody can come and have a go now and hit the ball down the centre of the table.
Do you get a cue?
On this table, yeah, you should need a cue, yeah, you need a cue.
Yeah. I'll go on the left. You'll just open. Yeah, just open. Oh, okay. Here, just take a cue next.
Everybody just come around and have a go. I don't expect everybody to do it first time. This is difficult.
We did that one.
Well, okay.
But there was
It's
side
just-
on that and it came back.
Yeah, so you hit over here
Yeah.
and put side spin on it and it came back this way.
Came back straight, yeah.
So this is what we're going to do.
Oh. At the end of the day, it worked out, but yeah, that's all I
It did work
That's
out.
why that's my cue there. One, stick it in.
And I'll show you why this is so important.
Trying to make it between the two reds and where that will go.
I'll show you why it's so important. To hit that, try and hit the centre of the cue ball is so important. Andy.
Good one.
Good.
Right down the spot.
As much as we can, let's try and be on time. If we're going to give up time, let's try and be on time, okay?
Shotgun start is what I call it.
I'm ex-military, so we do 5 minutes before, 5 minutes before, 5 minutes before. So if it's 9 o'clock, we get there at 8:45. Okay, so we can all see the importance of this, right? Hitting the ball in the centre. So now I'm going to demonstrate it now, because what I want to do today is look at potting and lineman and potentially cue ball control if we can get there, right? So, place a straightforward shot, right? Okay, if everybody moves towards the pocket, okay, I'm going to pot this, right? 100% of the time. You give me 100 of these, I'm going to pot 100 of these, okay? So, if I don't hit the cue ball in the centre, what happened then?
It pocket, but little bit on the touch in the corner.
It didn't go in the centre of the pocket, did it?
Yeah, it went to the side.
Right? So, I'm automatically adjusting. Lined up, straight, but why didn't it go in?
Did you put a bunch of right hand side on it?
Yeah. I hit the ball on the right hand side.
So you hit the red ball right in the middle, but because you had right hand side on it, the red ball didn't go straight, it went, is that what you're saying?
So when if I hit the cue ball on this side, physics will push that cue ball this way.
Right.
So the contact point is here. Question: can you transfer side spin from the cue ball to the object ball?
Yes.
Can you transfer everybody? So you say yes.
Yes.
Being more specific, you mean like
Okay,
side
so
spin or
if I do this, the ball is spinning this way.
Right.
If I hit it on the left hand side, okay, so it's spinning this way. So when it hits there, it goes this way.
is that going to affect the object ball? Is what you're
Well,
saying?
the object ball
Is that
spin.
is that going to that spin? Is it going to make the object ball spin if I do that?
I don't think
No.
so.
Obviously, that
What do you think?
would be wrong.
Yes.
What do you
I
think?
think slightly, but it depends on the speed of the ball.
Okay,
Okay.
Yes.
you think yes. Why do you think yes?
Because I play one pocket, and that's how you shorten up the angles and stuff.
Okay,
You bend it, you know, really bend it and twist the balls.
it doesn't transfer.
It transfers a little bit, like 2%, I think.
100% it doesn't. Spin does not transfer. What it does is you can throw the ball, but it doesn't transfer. This will still travel in a straight line.
It won't spin the
It has one
It
touching
won't
point.
spin. You can't transfer the spin from this ball to that ball. But let's say, for example, okay, so if I'm aiming here, straight, dead straight, for that point there, by using the side spin, I'm going to throw the ball that way.
The
Okay?
white ball.
Right? And now I'm not telling you this because I want you to do it. Okay? So I'm going to throw the ball the other way.
What do you mean throw the ball the other way?
Let's not get into it. It's complicated.
Okay.
The reason I'm telling you this is because if for your regular shots, what I want you doing is hitting up and down the centre line of the cue ball. We're going to use side spin eventually, but right now you just want to make breaks, and you can make breaks without side spin. Okay? I see so many people use it, especially in pool, right? And every single shot is side spin, side spin, side spin, side spin, and they wonder why. And I'm like, for the most part, I'm just hitting centre ball when I play pool. And if I do use a bit of side, I'll show you how much I use. Especially when I'm playing pool and snooker. Yeah. If I'm using a bit of side spin, I'll maybe do that, or that, you know, or that. A little bit of, just a touch. Because I'm working within this area here, not this area. I'm working within this close proximity here. But for the most part, everybody can see I'm hitting centre ball. For the most part.
Now,
Up and down the centre line.
when you play pool, do you use your regular cue or
No, I've got a pool cue now.
no pool cue?
I use my snooker cue when I play ball.
Would you ask?
Yeah.
When he plays pool, does he use snooker cue or pool cue?
Oh.
Okay. Has anybody heard let's get onto this, so we're talking about potting, but the main thing is, unless you've got this good solid technique where you can throw through the cue ball, you can strike the cue ball, stay nice and solid, because what I see is a lot of the time is movement. Now if you move on the shot, what's going to happen?
You're going to move where you're hitting the ball.
Yeah, the cue ball's going to move, the cue's going to move, you know, it's very, very difficult. If you watch the top class players, John Higgins has been doing this for decades, right? And he's a really good example of somebody who just doesn't move on the shot. Sean Murphy doesn't move on the shot. And these are, right now, these are the two players that are in form right now,
Oh, yeah.
right? But if you watch them, you know, when they line their shot, they start off from here, they get down to the shot, they stay nice and still, and regardless of whether it goes in, then they get up.
Yeah, you're going to let that timing afterwards. You don't jump up.
Play the shot, complete the shot, then get up. Don't hit the ball and before it's there, start moving. Okay? It's a great habit to get into. If it works for the best players in the world, it's going to work for you. That simple, right?
Kind of like golf, if you pick up your head.
Right. Okay. So let's talk about the best thing about snooker, and the most fun part about snooker is not safety play. If you want to become a great match player, you have to be a great safety player. You have to be a great tactician. But right at the beginning, You just want to pop balls and make breaks. And that's, for me, the most important part, because if you're not scoring,
Yeah.
you can be a great safety player in the world, but if you can't pot a ball, you're going to lose. Right? And the other guy's going to pot the other balls. So, learning how to pot balls is really important. Now, all of you will naturally know, look at a shot and know that if you're looking at this here, you're not going to go and stand over there. You'll naturally stand roughly in the right place. Okay, so what we want to do is make sure we get consistency from potting balls. So you like, every single time you're knowing, I've got a really good strong chance of getting this ball in the hole. Okay? Now this shot is pretty straightforward. This shot is pretty straightforward. This shot is really difficult. Into that pocket. Okay? Because there's a lot more required. There's a lot more distance required. This is still the same shot as if you're playing it here. There's just distance between here and here, and that's where the cue action comes in. Because if we have this cue action where we're maybe not hitting to this, I'm aiming at the correct point here, but if I do this, look what happens.
You stood up.
I moved,
Yeah.
I twitched, I moved, I hit the cue across the thing. There's no way that ball is going to go in, right? Now, over the pocket,
Maybe.
I can get away with it. I can get away with a bad technique. Because it doesn't matter how I hit that ball, you know, I can hit it anywhere from here to here, it's going in, you know, because it's hanging over the pocket. But unless every single ball is going to hang over the pocket, you know, which would be great.
Can I just go back?
Yeah.
You were talking about the spin.
Please feel free to stop me at any time if you've got a question.
So you're saying the spin does not transfer to the second ball?
No.
Does the spin on the cue ball transfer when it hits the object ball?
Back to itself. Well,
Sorry, does the spin from the cue ball transfer to where?
After it hits the object ball,
Yeah.
does it affect how it comes off the object ball because you put spin on it?
Yes.
Okay, so if you put side spin on it, it's going to come off different off the ball.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you can use that to your advantage
Yeah,
if you,
okay.
yeah.
All right.
But this is where great cue ball control. I think I posted a break with John Higgins, and every single shot, bar maybe a couple, he left himself the perfect angle. Did anybody watch that?
I think I couldn't open it. It's Instagram or something like that, right?
It was on Facebook.
Yeah, I don't do
yeah,
that.
we got
Yeah,
Facebook, not
yeah.
just WhatsApp, yeah.
Right. So it was just an immaculate cue ball control. Joe O'Connor made a break. Immaculate cue ball control. And each time they're just leaving themselves the right angle because, and this is where I think, you know, it comes into play, is if, say, for example, when I do this, and leave myself that angle to get on that ball, how easy is that? Right? Because now I can just play this shot, leave myself here, and play this shot. It's easy. Now how easy is it to get on this ball?
Difficult.
Mhm. Well, yeah, now you've got to go around the angles to get to
Yeah, or I've got to run it
Or
through,
and do a lot
over to here and play a long shot over there. I just made it hard, and the cue ball really hasn't travelled that far, right? So controlling this cue ball is really important. But we're going to break it down because break building is really difficult. So we're going to break it down so we can get to potting, alignment, cue ball control, break building. And that's what I want to try and do today. Okay? Okay, when we look at a pot, what's the first thing you're going to look at?
The line?
Okay?
pocket.
Yeah, the pocket, line, the object ball.
A line,
From?
cue ball and object.
Okay?
From the cue ball.
From the cue ball.
Oh, no, sorry, from the object ball.
Okay?
Yeah, I look for the object ball to the pocket.
Yeah,
Object ball to pocket.
yeah.
Okay? Other way around. Pocket first.
Oh, pocket first?
Pocket first.
And then draw a line to
I'm going to look at the pocket first. Okay? So here, I'm actually picking out which part of the pocket I want to hit. Okay? So I look at that part of the pocket and come back to the object ball. And that gives me where I want to hit the object ball, because if we hit the furthest part away of the object ball, it goes in every time. And the furthest point away is here. So we need to make contact there, correct? Okay, that's pretty straightforward, right? So if we get that point, if we look at the pocket first, trust me, this is the way I was taught, right? Pocket first, and I would suggest that I'd find it very difficult to understand any pro that doesn't look at the pocket first. They're going to look at the pocket first, and they're going to stand behind, right?
Behind the object ball.
Behind the cue ball. Stand behind the cue ball. You can stand behind the object ball and look at it, right? That's fine. I can look. That's totally fine. I can look at the line and then keep my point on that line and then line the cue ball up. I'm stood behind here first.
But once you take your eye off of that to look at the cue ball, you've lost the precise point that you're...
Great point.
That's very tricky to keep your eye on that and then...
Great point. Great point. And this is why we do this coaching, right? If you drive a car, do you look at the steering wheel of the road?
Road.
Right. So why do I need to look at the cue ball?
You gotta know where it is.
I know where the cue ball is. If I'm looking at that point there, there's a point where I look at the cue ball, but right now I'm keeping my eyes focused on where I want to hit the object ball. Right? Now, when I get down, now I can look between cue ball and object ball when I'm down on the shot.
Okay, so walk us through step by step.
Yes.
That's just what you want to do?
I want you to do it.
Okay.
Because
So,
doing, you'll remember.
okay.
Telling,
So-
you'll forget.
I look at the pocket, I
Yeah.
see what part of the pocket I want to hit,
Yeah?
and then I'm going then look at the...
You know where the cue, you see the cue ball out in peripheral vision, right?
Yeah, now I'm thinking about the object ball relative to the pocket. So first thing, I'm looking at the pocket.
Yeah.
I know that now I'm looking at the object ball, thinking where exactly is the furthest point from the pocket.
Yeah.
I know where that is.
And you can see that, right? So you make your
Yeah.
contact there, right?
Right. And now I just took my, okay, so I know where that is. And now, keep my eye on that.
And now you can look between the cue ball and the object ball.
And we just got it, but anyway. Alright.
Still went in.
Yeah.
Okay? So I believe that's the right way to do it. Everybody has different methods of alignment, and you'll hear all this sort of stuff. I've even had people say, and I'm not confusing people, but they'll pick a line and they'll look at somewhere, a line now on the cushion, and hit the cue ball towards that line on the cushion.
You like looking at
Towards the point on the cushion. I've had people say that. It still works. But keep it easy. This is simple, right? And I'm going to simplify it even more for you.
By the way, should everyone have a try at what I just did?
Absolutely.
I think,
Yeah.
So quick question, Daren.
Yeah.
You just follow one rule, or you just try,
No. We're gonna go a little bit deeper on this. Okay? So all I'm trying to do is get you stood in the correct place. So you're going to you talk through what you're doing.
Okay. So
We'll
first
keep it, you know what, just keep it straight shot.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
make it simple.
It's
for
the
me.
same thing, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Really important, again, cue ball control, not cue ball control, but that straight cue action. We're hitting the ball in the centre. We're not doing anything difficult. Don't have to hit it hard, Just pot the ball, right? We're talking about alignment. So talk about what you're going through right now.
Okay, so first I look at the pocket,
Yeah.
then I will like aim the object ball, so make sure they're aligned.
Yeah, you're looking at imagine you want the ball to go into this pocket, right?
Yes.
So you look at the center of the pocket. I even pick out something on the pocket, right? The stitching, right? I give myself a reference point, and I'll show you why in a second. Come back to here, and that's your alignment. Now you can get down and line it up with the cue ball to the object ball. Keep your eyes on the object ball, and then when you get down, now you can switch between cue ball and object ball. Okay, good. Okay. Now, your alignment wasn't perfect, but it still went in. Okay? Talk it through. I'll give you a slightly harder than Wayne. She's an advanced technician of the game.
Me? Alright, look at the...
Pocket first. Pocket to what?
Okay.
If you're looking at pocket first, first in,
Okay.
right?
Pocket first and the ball, okay. And line it up like that.
Okay, next. So always pocket first. You don't have to stand behind the object ball every single time. You don't have to do that, because for this shot you don't. For some difficult shots you'll see the pros, they'll come and stand behind it, and then they'll come back. They're keeping their eyes facing that point they want to hit. And trust me, I'm hopefully by the end of this, it's going to make it even simpler for you. Try that again. Okay, didn't have to hit it that hard, but you know, for the purposes of this, just take the speed out of it. Because the harder you hit the ball, you put a tiny bit of side spin on that ball, it's going to exaggerate. Right? The harder you hit it. Yeah, well, you want it over here, you do. It's like, look, Dad, I got this.
Yeah. Pocket first. Pocket first. Now I'm looking at my cue.
Yeah, pocket, back to the object ball. Start that line from there. Okay. Has anybody heard of the terminology? So, I've got so much shit here.
You need a desk over there.
Right. I used to coach juniors. Picture paints 1,000 words. Right?
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Has anybody heard the terminology ghost ball?
Yes.
Okay. Explain ghost ball to everybody.
For a ghost ball, you just pretend where the ball is. So if you're like where the ball's supposed to hit goes in, we take it away, we just pretend that's where that ball was originally. So you can put like here, and then this is the putting in. So you have to aim where that ball is right now, and you take it away and just pretend that's where the ghost of the ball is.
Okay, so what he's saying is visualize a ball in that position and line the two balls up, right? But by looking at the pocket, it's the same thing. Looking at the pocket, coming back to here. Now you can see where your ball is going to be, and you just visualize that ball being there.
That becomes your target, okay.
Kind of we place where that ball was. So.
Right? And that's your line. You visualize a ball being there and line the cue ball up with that ball. Essentially giving you the point of contact. Okay?
And at certain angles, that's helping you make room for where the cue ball's gonna be, cause like,
Yeah, that's where the cue ball's going to go, right? So now do that. So you still start at the pocket,
okay.
come back, you see your ghost ball, and line it up. Okay, and this is when I'm talking about cue action, right?
Back here.
Your arm literally went out like that. So none of you are grooved in, okay? You've got to spend time grooving this in and grooving this in and grooving this. Because I could explain this to you, and you'd be like, oh, that doesn't work. No, you don't work, right?
I was thinking too much about the ghost ball.
Right.
Totally
I get
the
it.
cue action altogether.
I get it.
Yeah.
Because there's so much going on, right?
Yeah.
Snooker's a difficult game. Okay, and this is why we do coaching. So, do it again. This time,
Think about it.
trust your cue action. No, think about the cue action. Trust it. Trust the cue action. This whole thing of going out or twisting or whatever, again, it's grooving that technique in. Go through straight. That's okay. All right.
But yeah.
We're going to get onto this. Don't worry. So give me another ball. Next. Just try and visualize that ghost ball. Give somebody else a go.
I'll get someone else to do it. Go ahead.
That's fine. So stand behind the line of shot. You can see your ghost ball. You look now. You're building reference points up, right? You're building references up. This is good. Nice. Nice. What's next? Next.
Okay.
Stand left on the front. Yes.
Tom and Mark gave me this. Decided to talk with it, that's a 4, that's a 3.
Yeah, that's super complicated. But yeah, I know what you mean.
Just for reference, I didn't know if you wanted it. Yeah.
No, I know what you mean. I don't like that. That's too complicated. Nothing gets him. It's just too complicated for me. It's okay, good, right? Everybody can see what I'm doing, right? You're visualizing a ball. You're visualizing a shot, a ghost ball. It's going to give you more consistency on the shot. Okay, so who has heard of the terminology? If you watch enough snooker, you'll say, oh, it's a half ball contact. Has anybody heard that? It's a full ball contact, it's a quarter ball contact. Anybody heard that?
Yes.
No. Okay, you've heard it? No?
No.
No? Yes? No. Okay, great. So, let's explain that. Okay, so, essentially, and I'm going to come around this side, we talk about if everybody takes a look at this. This is the easiest way I can explain it. Okay, take the ball, right, and split it into 4 parts. Okay, so if we make a square around that, we can see that that is going right the way through the half of the ball. So if that's a red ball, a full ball contact is this. I'm covering the whole of the ball. It's the same thing, the ghost ball, right? You can use, it's part of this method, right? You can see that that ghost ball is covering the whole of the ball. It's a full ball contact, right? That's it. Doesn't matter if it's 12 feet, full length of the table, doesn't make any difference, it's still the same contact. Okay. 3/4 ball contact. Okay? So let's have a look at that in reality. Here. 3/4 ball contact. You want to come around here and have a look?
Yeah, just right behind you, you can see it here.
Get right behind and you'll see that that's the image we're trying to, it's a 3/4 ball contact. Agreed? Disagree?
Agree.
Disagree, Dylan?
No, I disagree.
You're looking from here, you're looking from, here, look, this is where you're looking from. You're looking from here, like this. Get down here. Everybody get down, right down, all the way down. Keep going down, right down the line.
Yeah, align the 2 white balls and you'll see.
Align the 2 cue balls.
Yeah, align the cue ball and you
Oh,
see,
okay, yeah, I
and
see.
then you can see the red
See
ball.
what I'm saying now?
Yeah.
That's the same contact as you can see on the piece of paper. There or thereabouts,
Yeah.
right? Look right down the line, get right down. You can come here and look down here. I can see that if I line this up, it's a 3/4 ball contact. I'm hitting 3/4 of the object ball. Agreed? Agreed, everybody?
Yep.
That's a half ball contact. I'm hitting half of the ball. And everybody come and have a look at it.
So the ghost ball being that don't screw me up.
See it? You can only see you're hitting half of the object ball. Agreed?
Yeah.
There's another cue ball somewhere.
There's one on the table, it must be.
That's
Oh, another one again, yeah.
Yeah, see, yeah,
Is that one right here somewhere? I think we're using it.
no, I've got one. I've got 2 of them. I'm saying this is the 3rd. Right. Okay. So that is a 1/4 ball contact. Right? And again, if you divide the cue ball up into 4 parts, I've hit 1/4 of the ball. Agreed?
Yes.
Yeah?
Let's take a look at it.
Yeah, one ball on that side, yeah.
Yeah? I've hit a 1/4 ball. Right.
This is not half ball.
Huh?
This is not half ball.
You think that's half ball?
Shall we see center of the ball?
I think half ball, I'm hitting here. The cue ball's got to be here, half ball. Half ball is there, that's half of the ball. I'm hitting half of the ball there, that's 1/4 of the ball. Right there, I'm hitting 1/4 of the ball. Would you agree, everybody? You think it's half ball?
No.
What do you think? Wayne? Sorry,
Done?
Dylan. No, Wayne. Dylan, do you think it's half ball? Or 1/4 ball? Yeah.
But you're looking through that.
You're hitting 1/4 of the ball, right?
Yeah.
You're hitting 1/4 of the ball. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. What percentage of shots are going to be those contacts?
The 1/4 ball or half ball?
Yeah.
No? we've either got full ball, three-quarter ball, half ball, quarter ball. Full ball, three-quarter ball, half ball, quarter ball. What percentage of your shots that you play in a game are going to be within those angles?
25
Huh? How many?
100%.
How many?
each.
What percentage of the shots that you play are going to be those angles?
Or within a range within those angles.
Exactly. Within that range.
100%.
No, 95. Because you're going to have some on the very, very tip, very outside.
You're going to have them thin cuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
Right.
like 10% ball shot, something like that.
Yeah.
Right. I would say 95%. I would say definitely 95%. So that's all you need to learn. Right? And I would say, let's go this way and say anything from how many shots are going to be quarter ball? What percentage? 20%?
Yeah.
Right? So for the most part, you're going to be playing,
Half the full ball.
that's your range. Learn that. Now, is it exactly half ball? Exactly. Recognizing a half ball, quarter ball, full ball contact, three-quarter ball contact, and then you can go, oh, it's a little bit more than three-quarter ball. It's a little bit less than half ball. It's not quite three-quarter ball, but it's a little bit less. Right? So you can see that ghost ball will give you, by using the ghost ball method, it's going to give me the contact. Right? So, I'm going to set up a shot. You tell me what contact that is. Anybody?
Just by looking at it or taking a shot?
Just by looking at it, everybody give me a guess, give me an idea. I just put it anyway.
That looks kind of
Roughly half ball.
kind of like half to me.
Roughly half.
I think between half and quarter.
Let's have a look. It's half ball. It's a half ball shot.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And I would suggest that even if you've got a range of this, it's still going to go in. Because it might just go into the right hand side of the pocket, the left hand side of the pocket. You know, the pockets are actually quite big.
Yeah.
Now, I know I can make them look really small, but the pockets are actually quite big. So we've got a range there, that's a half ball shot. And you'll automatically recognise it, right? Into that pocket, what's the pot?
That one?
Into that pocket. What's going to happen is, the more you do this, the more you're going to recognise the shot.
That looks like half ball to me.
Do you have a look?
Quarter.
Okay, so when we say somebody's hit it, oh, I hit it too thin, I hit it too thick.
Yeah.
It means you're aiming half ball, but you hit quarter ball.
Yeah.
Right? Where you hit it too thin. You're aiming half ball, you hit it too, three-quarter ball, you hit it too thick.
Yeah.
Right? Let's have a look. Who said quarter ball?
Me.
What is it?
It's half.
It's half, is it?
Yeah.
Come and look at it. You don't know without looking at it.
Look at that.
Not really, because that white would be right in between the half.
That's more of a three-quarter ball shot.
Three-quarter ball, there we go.
It's a three-quarter ball shot. You hit quarter ball, it's going over near the black spot. You're hitting three-quarter. Can you see the point? When I say three-quarters of the ball, this is three-quarters of the ball.
We're covered.
1, 2, 3. I'm covering three-quarters of the ball,
Yeah.
right? that will be covering a quarter of the ball.
I see. Now I got it. That.
Does that make
That's what we
sense?
need to hear right there. The what we're covering with the ball.
Yeah, it's how much of the ball that you're actually covering. You're covering 3/4 of the object ball. So now, both those shots, and I've just put it in a random place. Let's put it here. Okay, what's that?
Say 3/4 from here.
Big
Yeah, 3/4.
Step out 1 second, then I go to the
No.
My wife's gonna kill me because she's gonna go to the airport.
Well,
It's
you had a good life.
Woman's Day.
No, I gotta call Uber first. She's gonna have Uber, she's going to the airport. And I wanna make sure I'm getting it on time for her.
I don't think it's 3/4 ball.
No.
Yeah, 3/4.
It's not 3/4 ball.
Oh, no.
Look at that.
Almost 100%.
It's almost a full ball contact. It's somewhere in between. Right? So it's somewhere in between. You got. Is this confusing?
Okay.
Is it confusing? Just
say.
say.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
It's less confusing than trying to guess. Once you get it, it's less confusing than trying to guess. But is that what? Why is it confusing?
Just, I don't know, the whole thing is quite confusing to me that whether 3/4 versus 1/4. I know that you demonstrated there, I still kind of struggle with that whole.
That's okay. That's fine. It's not easy, right? We're just trying to simplify the pot. Okay? So all we're trying to say is the coverage, if we go back to this, that's a full ball contact.
Yeah.
Right? So if we hit less of the ball,
3/4.
we hit a 3/4 ball contact.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
If we hit less of the ball, we hit half ball. We're hitting half of the ball. Whether it's there or there, we're hitting half of the ball.
I got a question. So what if you think it's kind of like in between those?
Yeah?
What would you call it?
That's exactly what this is.
Okay.
There's no definition for it. It's just, but I can guarantee that if you hit somewhere between there and there,
Mhm.
right, you can recognize the potting angle easier.
So call it 85%.
You're hitting somewhere between, I call it, it's just off straight, so it's just off a full ball contact.
Right.
It's either, you can call it, and this is the same thing, it's either a little bit more than 3/4 ball, it's a little bit less than full ball.
Yeah.
Is it, you?
That's what I call it percentage-wise.
The point is that you don't have to, this is a very accurate game. I'm trying to reduce the level of accuracy needed.
Okay, so we just keep it at 4 to kind of keep it in general.
4
area,
basic contacts.
General, area, and then you just have to kind of adjust to what you really need.
Yeah.
So these are more just like reference points to start before you.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, and you'll hear it if you watch enough snooker. Oh, it's just a 1/4 ball contact. He wanted to leave himself a half ball. He wanted to leave himself a 3/4 ball contact. You'll hear it in terminology in snooker. Okay.
But the potting angle isn't really 3/4. It's more like it could be like 70.
Yeah, but for the most part, most of these
Yeah.
shots will be those defined
Okay.
contacts. So if you get good at those and say, right, I'm going to set up a half ball and just hit half ball, half ball, half ball, half ball. Set up a full ball, set up a 3/4 ball, set up a 1/4 ball, and just get used to those potting angles. You're going to pot more balls. Yeah.
Where can we go to like learn more of those like terminologies like after?
Just
this?
watch it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, serious.
Watch it.
He's 100% right. I've been playing this game for almost 47 years. Right?
What do you mean?
I've been playing since I was 10 years old, and
Oh, you have to.
I did. Yeah. Maybe it was you pushing it, I don't know.
yeah. And today, I will still watch snooker and rewind it and rewind it and rewind it and look at and analyse. Why did he lose that match? Why did he lose that frame? What was the mistake that happened during that point? Why did he? And I watched. I'm watching right now. The final from last year. Kieran Wilson and Jack Jones. There was one particular frame which was pivotal, and he played a safety shot which allowed Kieran to play a better safety shot. And he could have played it in a different way, but he allowed Kieran to play a better safety shot, put him in trouble. He's in so much trouble, he made a mistake, and Kieran won the frame from that visit, right? You're getting down to finite points. The point being is that you're going to learn by watching a lot of snooker. Not just have it on. Somebody says, oh yeah, I watch snooker all the time. There's a difference between having it on in the background and actually watching it and understanding it and really analysing what they do.
But the commentator will use some of these terms, but he won't explain what they mean. So you've got to maybe...
Correct, correct. And you see half ball, but if you're a beginner, what the fuck's half ball?
Or shot for nothing and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. You'll hear that kind of terminology. What is it?
One more kind of terminology, two-tech. Two-tech. I didn't understand.
Two-tech.
And explanation before you say.
Go on. You remember?
Two-tech.
Too technical? Too?
Two what?
I can't remember what it was. Do you remember what it was?
I think I hear two-tech.
Too tech. I don't know what that is.
Okay.
I could have said something else, maybe
Okay.
missing it. Okay, the reason why I'm telling you this is because we're getting down to break building, right? Without understanding potting, you're never going to be able to build breaks. You'll never make a 50 break, 60 break, unless you understand pot balls. And this is just simplifying it for you. Okay? What I want everybody to do for the next, say, 10 minutes is go away and practice potting balls using those methods. Right? And just looking at it and saying, right, okay, I'm going to set up a half ball contact. I'm going to set up a 3/4 ball. And you can set up a half ball contact by putting two reds like this, set up a half ball contact and hit half the ball. See how consistent you are. Right, let's just do that. What time is it?
It's
10.
9:55.
Okay, good. Right, so we're on time. Let's go and do
So
that.
do we have another cue ball?
Yeah, you can go on another table.
No, we've only got three. This one from here.
Yeah, share. Let's get another cue ball. There must be another one somewhere. And then we can just share and move around. I mean, they're all the same sets. You know? No. So set up a simple shot on a... Do that. Yeah. And then give yourself, I would say,
Oh, sorry.
get another ball.
I think
Right.
maybe
If you put that ball next to that one, you've got the same angle every time. If you put the cue ball next to this,
Yeah.
you've got the same angle every time. It's a reference point having the same angle every
So you
time.
got to keep that.
Yeah, I mean, I used to do this. I used to put ball there and put the cue ball in between.
You want another ball on this side?
You can. No, because that's on the spot. No, you don't need that because that's on the spot.
10 years.
So
I forgot. Okay.
that's on the spot, so you're fine.
Alright.
So
You can do it here.
practice. Everybody get a chance to practice, and then I'll just come round. Go on, question?
Do you have time after 11?
Yeah.
Okay, good. My brain.
I'm playing back a little. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can.
I've got to be the worst person to ask about cues. And the reason why is because I feel that a cue, if you pick it up and you play with it and it feels good and it gives you confidence, that's all you're looking for.
Yeah.
I know a guy who I used to play, and he's like, oh, this cue's $2,500. He never beat me. And my cue, I did it was free.
Yeah,
What's up, B?
Get out.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Morning.
صباح خير.
So much fun.
Yeah, you can practice.
I'll do a recap with you
Okay.
on what we've done. Because cue action is not your problem.
You can't
And we're getting looking at potting balls and talking about trying to make it easy by saying, right, okay, look at the ghost ball. We start with the pocket, we come back, we look at the ghost ball. But looking at those contacts and saying, right, okay, recognising that if it's a 4-ball contact, we're hitting it straight. If it's a 3/4 ball contact, half ball contact, and 1/4 ball contact. And what you'll prove is, you recognise those 4 contacts, right? It's actually really simple. Just recognise it. Because you're looking, coming back from the object ball, from the pocket to the object ball, okay? And this, you're recognising, you hear the terminology, how he hit it half ball. He needs to leave himself a half ball angle. Because snooker players recognise a half ball, a 1/4 ball, 3/4 ball, 4 ball. They all automatically recognise it. It's that simple.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes you might be slightly in between 3/4 ball and 4 ball. And that's okay. You just hit a little bit more or a little bit less. Hit a little bit less or a little bit more. But it's going to be there.
Yeah.
That is that simple. Okay. So we're practicing. That's all you've missed. We're moving on to break ball. Okay.
Try to have
No.
fun.
Okay, I will
So,
watch
how are you doing?
it.
Good.
One in 3 or something like that.
Doesn't matter. So how do you get better? How do you get 1 in 10? No, how do you get 10 out of 10?
So you sleep every day?
I think pure action is even more important.
It's very important. But it's not as important as you think. That sounds great coming from me. Sounding like you actually. But as long as it's good,
Yeah, yeah.
solid, it's really important to get these 2 factors right. If you're not absolutely 100% perfect,
Yeah, yeah.
it's still probably going to be right? It's when you're on the keyboard working way off.
Right,
You know, always trying to look at that
I'm on
straight
these
line.
bells.
So give yourself,
I go to work.
give yourself a,
Away. So sometimes I stop for like 30 minutes.
right?
sometimes.
And now play the same shot.
I'm just finding excuses.
Yeah. Sometimes I
So
time
looking at how much you're going to cover,
So
it's
if I don't have
sometimes
time-
easier because you're looking at object ball to, sorry, pocket back to the object ball.
Yeah,
And
I
looking
just,
at how much that is
So I
going to
just,
cover, and then just commit to it,
I just practice.
you know?
And then you're basically
That's the hardest part.
Commitment.
That's the
Are
hardest
you going to
part.
talk about
I come in the mornings, 9 to 10
it
every
goes
day.
it? It's hard for you,
That's it, 9 to 10.
and I was
So I
talking
drop
to
off
someone.
my kids at 8, then I get here at like 8:30.
So essentially, you're like.
They've started their own
Then I leave like
group.
Oh.
So that's why I'm always mostly there.
My husband's commitment and lack of it.
Yeah.
I hate you. There's some truth to that.
Right? There's got to be, hasn't there? There's got to be.
Sometimes, depends.
Put my business out
The
there.
last
Little tip.
2 Saturdays, I came like
Are we aiming at the centre of the pocket?
6 or 7
No.
Right, and we're going to come on to
And
this.
that's like
Right.
sometimes.
We can't aim at the centre of the pocket because you can't see it.
Just yourself?
So this is the importance of looking at the
One,
pocket first. I want this
scholar,
line
right?
here.
I mean,
Somewhere
I played
there.
them 3 hours.
That's my,
Played
that's-
6
if I'm
games.
hitting there, it's going in. If I'm aiming over here,
Right.
it's probably going to miss.
Right.
So I want to pick that line from there. It's so
You can try
important,
that, it's how
Right.
That one?
Yeah, that's like fine.
especially when playing into blind pockets.
Okay. Essentially with a golf ball type.
Yeah, it's fine.
Something like this. You're really just
So
like
just
a perfect
pretend-
plan, something to
pretend
fall
with-
away.
with the bottom of the head. So it's like that, okay? And then kind of aim, you want to replace that red ball.
Yeah.
So you line up, see where you have to hit the 8 ball. So line up where the red ball is. So get down, line up where the red ball is. So you're hitting straight
Nice,
into
that
the
was
red,
really nice.
okay? I'm gonna
Also,
move red ball, okay?
Touch your
Remember where the red
side,
ball is at.
will throw the ball off a lot, and then all of a sudden you might have been in the perfect angle, but the cute,
Don't listen to my
So just roll it.
Did I use side then?
You hit it really
But
hard.
you still need to work on your
Just
key
roll it
accents.
slowly.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
I mean, I don't even want the keyboard
I think
kids
it's-
over here.
There's so much they can teach you, but you just have to practice, you know, like,
Hit these balls slowly, guys, because right now we're just learning to pop. You put a touch aside on the ball.
he set it up perfect for you.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Thank you.
It's perfect. So you miss it, you gotta
How are you getting on? Are you working it out? Is it working for you? Okay. So you're starting to recognise these contacts and saying, right, it's a full ball, it's a 3/4 ball contact. I could see that line wasn't correct.
I was seeing like the position.
It was just the alignment was incorrect. So line up again. Stop. Okay, I know what's going on. Okay. So good point. Good point. Let's just do this. Okay. Try and avoid this. Okay. Stand over there. Everybody stand over there. And this is, I'm not picking on you, Mike. This is
That's
just.
fine, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, pick on me, fine. So, what you did there, and this is what you're doing, is you look standing behind the object ball, and then you're getting behind. From here. Okay? You can see the point. You don't have to look at this. You can stand behind here, but if it makes you feel better, look at you can see the line, but now what you're doing is you're doing this. You're getting down to the shot from the side. Instead, if you want to do this method, that's fine. I can look there. Now I'm going to move across here and stand still. Now I'm going to walk into the shot.
Right.
And line my cue up. You're lining your cue up from over here. Does that make sense to everybody? Does that make sense to you?
No, I can't, I'm trying to see what the difference is between the two.
Okay. It's better if you do it.
Okay.
I always say, if you tell somebody, they'll forget. Right? If you let them do it, they're going to remember.
Okay.
Right? So you stand closer to, okay. You see the line? Now get down to the shot. Okay, does everybody see that?
Yeah.
Right, okay, stand up.
What did I do wrong?
Okay, you're going to feel it now, you're going to feel it. Now you see the line?
Yeah.
Now get down to the shot. Now I'm going to stand over here. Now get down to the shot.
Okay.
And play the shot. Okay, did you feel the difference or not?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Right, so the point being is that you're standing behind the line of the object ball and the pocket, and then you're just getting down from the side. You're approaching it from the side. I want you to stand behind the line of the pocket, and I'm going to do this more extreme, it's probably easier. Stand, because I've got to be stood over there to play the shot, correct?
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like doing this, right? No, oh, okay, yeah, I see where I want to hit it. Now I stand behind it, now I've got the relationship
Okay.
here, and now I get down to the shot.
Gotcha, okay, all right.
Okay? Still a little bit too quick. You're still almost getting down to the shot as you're moving.
Okay.
I want you to stand behind this.
Okay.
You watch, okay, remember that first basic lesson, right? I don't walk into the shot, okay? Right, so, a snooker player, watch John Higgins and most snooker players, they'll stand behind the line of the shot and they'll take a step in. This is the way you want to come from, in terms of setting yourself up, is from here, not from the side moving into the side here. So I want to step in like this, and I can do that. I just don't. I just stand there and then I set myself up. So it's almost like a tiny little step. You take a bigger step, doesn't make any difference, same thing.
Yeah.
Okay? I can do both. The point is you're going from this line down towards the shot, not from over here.
Okay, okay.
So do that again.
No, my position's terrible. I gotta do it again.
And that's the whole point. Is if you stand behind the cue ball straight from your angle, then you will always like position your feet,
Yeah.
your step, the whole 9 yards. Then you don't have to guess it.
Yeah.
If you walk through it, then you can't really position yourself properly.
And he does that every single time. Every single time, he stands right behind the line of the shot and he walks into the shot. Very good. Okay? Now, you didn't stay down on the shot, and remember what I said over there, it wasn't perfect, but it still went in. Because you got those basics right. The basics of this game are so, so important. Right? Do not ever, you know, think that you can ignore them and get away with it. Okay. Any questions on what we've done so far? You got questions, surely? No? Anybody? Okay. If we're aiming at looking at the pocket and we're drawing that line back, if we all come over here, and if I'm playing a shot, playing this shot, okay, I'm going to play a couple of shots here. Dead straight shot, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Which side of the pocket did it go into?
Left, slightly left.
Left.
Center.
Center? I can play it into any part of the pocket. Okay? So if I want to increase my angle, once you get better at this, you start playing into parts of the pocket that you want it to. And that's why it's so important to say, I'm going to draw a reference point, and if I want to go center of pocket, that's my aiming point. If I want to go left of pocket, that's my aiming point. If I want to go right pocket, that's my aiming point. That's why it's so important to look at the pocket first. What do we look at when we're pointing this black? If everybody comes down and have a look.
Oh, brilliant. On the pocket, you're probably going to have to aim kind of more to the left of that,
Why?
because you can't see the center of the pocket.
Correct. You can't see the centre of the pocket, right? That ball, that line from there to the centre of the pocket is going to now miss because it's going to hit this point first. So we can't hit the centre of the pocket. We haven't got the whole of the pocket, unlike if we were going this, we've now got the whole of the pocket. We don't have the whole of the pocket on it. And this is why, again, people see some pros. How many professionals have you seen miss a black off the spot?
Oh, yeah, okay.
All the time, right? It's not that easy, okay? So we want to aim more, would you agree here?
Yes.
Okay? So that, I'm looking at this reference point and that's where I want to hit it. So somebody put a cue ball now in line with my cue, another cue ball, not that one. Leave that one where it was. Oh.
You make it goes.
You want the ball there?
No, you ghost ball.
The ghost ball. Okay, so everybody take a look at that. Would everybody agree that's going to hit? That's going to go in?
No.
No, no. It's got to be a perfect plan.
Maybe a little bit
Wait
more
till
to
we
the
look at
left.
it.
Sorry, good look.
No, okay.
To the right.
I told you guys, wing lies.
I think that's
I think that one.
Did you think it was good before?
no.
Right,
It was definitely going to hit the over here.
Maybe better sell more to the right.
A little bit more. Touch more.
Yeah. No, that's perfectly in line.
That one might hit there. For me,
So that is perfect.
okay.
Before you were hitting here. See how important it is for alignment. You know, you can think you're hitting the right place unless you practice this. And look at now, let's look at that contact. What contact were we making? And we didn't physically put that there. We randomly put this here.
Yeah. Right around half ball, yeah.
It's just a half ball contact. You wanna look at it?
I think it should be.
I don't agree.
Yeah, I think it's perfect.
I don't agree. I think it was spot on line. I think it was spot on line.
I think now it's
Well, make a plan, see what happens.
I mean, I like where it was going before. I like that.
What if you were to hit the cue ball flat on the black and you'd know, wouldn't you?
Huh?
What if you were to hit that cue ball?
Now you would know, yeah.
Straight,
Yeah.
you know.
You just make a plan, you can hit that white ball.
No, I mean, hit the second ball.
Same difference. You hit it
I'm hitting the white ball
with the cue ball, yeah.
with the cue ball, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, half ball. Because I've got to hit, I can't hit the cue ball full in the face, I've got to hit the cue ball onto the other cue ball half ball. Okay? Let's do it this way, it's easier. Full ball contact, 3/4 ball contact, half ball contact, quarter ball contact. 95% of your shots are going to be within these four angles, guys. Okay? And that is half ball. It's a difficult shot, right? Because you're going into a blind pocket. You're looking from here, you can't see the pocket. Who wants to have a go at this? And I've just moved those balls. Let's see if it's still a half ball. This is why I'm saying you don't have to be this ridiculously accurate, okay? Keep it general. It's still a half ball contact. And I moved the balls, right? Who wants to play a half ball contact?
Go do it.
Theoretically, if you're hitting the centre of the white ball, where is your tip aiming on the object ball?
The center of the black.
No.
Oh,
The edge of the black ball.
Correct.
yeah, true.
The edge of the black ball.
Theoretically, I'm just going to put this up randomly. I still think that's a half ball. Right? If you're aiming centre of the cue ball and half ball contact, your tip must be aiming at the edge of the black ball.
Can I check?
Okay.
The fine edge of the black ball? Or
The edge of the black ball, if your tip's aiming at the edge of the black ball and you're hitting centre ball, that's a half ball contact.
Give sign.
So just aim, forget about the pot, right? Just hit half of the object ball. Go ahead, just hit half of it. Don't come look at it, just set yourself up and hit half of the ball. I think you're hitting more than half, personally. So I think you're hitting too thick, but go ahead and push the cue through. Just push the cue through. Yeah. So this is important, right? Recognizing these contacts and how to recognize these contacts, and you'll pop more balls. Only 4 contacts: 4 ball, 3/4 ball, half ball, quarter ball. Okay? Hit half of the object ball. Now I think that's pretty good. Pretty good. Tough shot. Right? Half of the ball. Keep going. Half ball contact. Okay, so you're not hitting centre of the white ball.
I'm not.
Nope. Somebody else, not me, go around and check Wayne's shot.
from behind or?
From over here. Tell me what you see. Go right behind the line of the shot. You have to go right behind the line. You have to go right behind his line, so you see his aim.
So I'm not aiming correctly then?
Just aim how you would do,
Okay.
and tell me what you see. Tell me what give me some feedback.
Okay, so you make a shot, but you hit left, you hit on this side. Cue ball.
And then what does he do? Correct it. Comes across. Right? Correct. So he aims on the left-hand side of centre and hits the cue across
And it comes
to
next
correct
to
it.
Yeah.
Right?
Good trust,
Yeah. This is the benefit
Can you
of...
show us in slow motion what you mean by that?
You use some sights.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then
I do that all
And
the time.
it's really difficult to play consistent snooker. Do you want me to show you? It's really difficult to play consistent snooker.
Slow mo.
You're not right behind the line, so you can't see
Yeah,
it.
you should come standing in front, yeah.
As you go through, you straighten out. You straighten out on
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, you saw it? You saw it?
I see what you mean.
Instead of
Do it
hitting
again,
seven.
Wayne. Do it again.
It makes the game harder.
Okay.
So much harder. I'm trying to get you guys to hit centre the ball. Joy, do you want to come and have a go? Anthony, you go first.
And starting out aiming center of the ball and, you know, staying that way.
Yeah, it makes the game easier, right? Hitting ball centre ball and just hitting a half ball contact here, recognising it's half ball. And this is how I want you to practice putting.
Center the whole time, yeah.
Yeah.
This is how I want you to practice putting. Set the ball up, aim, right? Aim the same shot. If it's too thick, hit less. If it's too thin, hit more. Until you find the right contact. But set the same shot up. And we can do that by saying, right, okay. Sorry, you have a go. I interrupted you.
No, no worries.
You're professional snooker.
Just correct me if you.
That's okay. You're going to hit half of the ball on the right hand side, correct?
Yeah.
You half of the ball on this side. You're going to hit half of this ball.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, aim that half ball. And just have a go. Don't worry about making a mistake. Doesn't matter.
In the center of the cue ball.
Okay, so you hit a much more fuller contact. So you hit something like this,
Mm-hmm.
right? That went there rather than here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But by setting a shot up, and I like to use 2 reds, I'm like, okay, there's a couple of reds there. Now, if that's on its spot, I'm setting the same shot up, and then practice the same shot. Until I get it right. And then what will happen is, your memory, you'll part from memory. But you're not going to do that if you're doing lots of different things at the same time. Do the same thing and keep it simple. So we've just got those 4 contacts, and okay, sometimes it might be a little bit more, might be a little bit less, but that's it. You know, it's going to be somewhere in between that, because the pocket's actually quite big. Let's get on to break building. Okay, any more questions on potting? It's all about practice. Just practice, practice, practice. Okay, we're going to break down cue ball. Well, okay, let's do. We've done potting, and this is me going over this, and in general, we'll do more and more and more of it. It's just the beginning. So, cue ball control. Okay? The problem we have with snooker is you've got too many things to do, right? So we can only do one thing at a time because we're human beings. You can't multitask on a snooker table, right? So if you're saying, right, I've got to work out the potting angle of this shot, and then I've got to open these reds up, but I only want to hit. Let's do it in another way. Yeah. And I want to hit these reds to be able to open these up so I can play another red. And then I've got what colour I'm going to go after that. This is break building. This is thinking ahead, right? So if I'm trying to pop this ball and do that at the same time, I'm going to fail. It's very difficult. Okay? So we have to break it down. The only thing when you're down on the shot is what?
Potting.
Correct. Okay? The game is played standing up. So I play this game, so I want to work out my line to cannon into these reds. Okay?
Before you get down.
Before I get down on the shot. So if I'm already practiced and I know that if hitting topspin isn't going to get there, where would you say I've got to hit?
Just a little lower than the stun. Just
A little lower than centre,
center, yeah.
right? The stun's a different thing.
Yeah.
A little lower.
Yeah, a little lower than the center, yeah.
Can you tell us the difference in the impact between using top and bottom?
Yeah. So top is going to take the ball forward.
Yeah, no. Yeah, but
Okay.
in terms of the cannon though. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I can't hit it.
Yeah,
if I put top.
With that angle you
I
want.
have to get the cue ball moving this way. If I hit too much bottom, it's going to move this way and this. So I've got to be somewhere between top and bottom. He's correct. So somewhere between, I'm aiming, and you might want to come over here. So centre ball, I drop down, and this is where the bridge hand comes into play. I'm hitting slightly below centre, and hit the balls. Okay? This is going to happen because I decided to do that before I got down. And this is cue ball control, right? So we don't control the cue ball when we're down on the shot. We've already done it. Okay? How many times have you seen this? And how many times have you done it?
All over the place, yeah. Trying to make the decision when you're already down.
I'm aiming middle, I'm aiming bottom,
Change
trying
your
to make
angle
decisions.
sometimes, Yeah.
right?
I'd be doing that. So again.
How many people do that?
Many.
Cut it out today. Make a rule that you're going to make a decision, right or wrong, of where you're going to hit it. So somebody tell me where to hit this ball, okay? And this is where, as a kid, I had a very demanding parent. Who used to make me do this.
That's where you want that mic off to go.
Piece of paper, right? And I was like, right, okay, that's where I want the cue ball. I've got to decide how I want to hit the object ball. And as long as I'm close to it, that's fine. As long as I'm within that vicinity, that's fine. I'm actually better than over there because I'm closest to the object ball. So, same again. But can I do it 10 out of 10? Doesn't matter. I've changed where the ball is. I'm getting close to that ball, close to that point, right? Same thing. I still want the ball in the right place. I've just got to change how I hit and where I hit on the object ball, on the cue ball, sorry.
Did you top inside? Wow, they're not.
So why do I know that?
Practice.
I practiced it, right? If you're doing the lineup, using this is going to turn you into a really, really, really good player, right? If you're practicing, you say, right, I want the cue ball there, and then the cue ball ends up over here. What do you do?
Adjust.
Play the shot again, set the shot again until you get it into that point, or close to it. That's the area you want the ball.
So how do you decide like the piece of paper?
That's a good question. Okay, perfect question. Remember we did it last time? Okay,
Circle.
so how do we get the cue ball moving in a different place? No, we don't need those.
You don't want
Not those. Okay,
how far up and down, yeah.
okay. So tell me where I hit the ball.
You got in the center.
Okay, we've got a cue ball there. Set the ball up again. Now leave that on there. Same shot, agreed? Let's just make sure it is the same shot. You know the cue ball? Run out of cue balls, yeah?
Oh, you're trying to get.
On that table.
So why do the cue ball go in different places?
Spin and
You
speed.
hit it in different
Same speed, it's just a spin different.
Okay, let's do it again. It's what?
For the most part, these three shots were the same speed. Were they different speed?
Okay, let's do it again. Let's do it again. It's good. It's good. You might want to come around here.
This was softer, yeah.
Different speeds, right?
Yeah. This one was softer.
So you're hitting center ball every time.
Oh, yeah.
So you're changing the amount of power.
Up or down?
What do? I change speed.
You hit it harder.
I just hit it hard, right? So what does that tell you? There's two components to cue ball control.
And then
It's pace and where you hit the ball. I hit the ball in the center, but I can get it moving in different places. Right?
But even your last shot, you hit center.
I
The
hit
last
center.
shot you did that came on the bottom.
It might have been a slightly different angle.
Because your last shot ended up by the bottom of the black.
Yeah.
Oh, I know why. So, for this one, again, this is changing. I'm still hitting center. And I got it moving down that line. Because I shortened the backswing
Yeah.
and was sharper through it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
what's going on here? Hold on.
Okay? But this is, what I'm saying to you is, I can control the cue ball just from the center. Right in the center of the cue ball.
you're
I
saying
can
you don't
control
need all
cue
the
ball.
side spins for three different
Yeah.
positions.
Master hitting the center of the cue ball, and then you can start going up a little bit, down a little bit, etc., etc. And you can start getting better. So this is how so now, if we've got this shot, and I want to go, give me another, where's my little piece of paper?
On the table over there.
Yeah, that costs a lot of money.
I've had this for 45 years.
Yeah, it's expensive. Don't worry about it.
Can I hit centre ball and still get to this position? I've understood where I can go to centre. I don't think so, no. So what do I have to do? To come back. What do I have to do?
Backspin.
Screw it.
Lower on the ball. So if I hit higher on the ball, it's going to go where? Forward. Lower on the ball, it's going to come back. How do I hit lower on the ball?
Lower your bridge.
Do I raise up the cue at the back?
No, lower than center.
So you'll see here, I'm hitting, I raise up the bridge hand to hit above, I lower the bridge hand to hit at the bottom. So I'm going to lower the bridge hand and now I'm hitting below center and then just pop the ball. I'm just potting the ball. I've already decided where I'm going to go, I've visualized where I'm going to go, and I'm just potting the ball. That's all I want you to do. When you're down on the shot, it's 110% pot the ball. Forget about the cue ball control. You have to do that at the start. This is where we start off. Every single shot I play, you have a pre-shot routine. If you have a pre-shot routine, is it going to go right 100% of the time? No, because it's a really different game, and nobody gets 100% of the shots they play.
But you got to
Nobody positions, even top level pros, don't get the cue ball moving exactly where they want it, right? Pressure can add to that, etc., etc., etc. So what we're trying to do here is trying to get some level of consistency. If you're starting to control the cue ball, we've got to focus on that first, right? Standing up, right? I want this cue ball to go over here. Cue ball to go over here. What do I do now? I've already decided where I want to hit the cue ball to get it moving along that line through practice. The only thing I want to do now is pop the ball, right? I've looked at the pocket. Now I look at the pocket to object ball, and now I'm just focused on the pot, nothing else. Don't go in. No, it went there. Okay? So, just pot the ball. I cannot stress, when you start using cue ball control, it's really important, do that standing up. Okay, so what we're going to do is everybody get a cue ball, go and practice, and I want you to practice a shot where you're hitting top, middle, below centre, but up and down the centre line. Okay?
A straight shot, no, a straight shot or a full or three-quarter?
No, you want to put a bit of an angle on it.
Yeah, otherwise it won't go anywhere.
Yeah, otherwise it's going to go in the pocket. And set up a nice, simple, easy shot. And we're just getting into that cue ball control, that routine of saying, it's going to, make it easy. Don't give yourself a blind half pocket. Make it easy. So you're just focusing on a good cue action and potting the ball. Joy, you work with Batador,
Oh,
because he's going to help you.
oh, shit, okay.
Got an extra piece of paper?
Okay, so everybody can have a piece of paper. Right? Doesn't matter. Doesn't have to be round. Right? It's just an area where you're saying, I want that cue ball to go, and I'm going to try and hit that. You're giving yourself really difficult cue ball control.
I was gonna hit it one time and then see where it goes and then kind of put these paper work.
So if
No.
you think about this shot,
Don't be lazy.
and then you want to go
Do that.
pink.
You can do it. You can do that, easy. Now you can go forward, there, here, straight. You pick your line, work it.
You go for the red.
Nice.
So then pop the red.
Does this make sense? Do your cue ball control standing up.
That's
I
all.
wanna try to get try doing the same shot every time, so.
Yeah.
Something like this.
Can I make a suggestion?
Oh, yes, please.
Go for the shot. Just go for the shot real quick.
Just stop a second. You're, I don't think you can actually see the progress.
It's going to be difficult for you to swing.
Yeah, you're hitting the red.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did that before, so yeah, thank
Right.
you.
So you're deciding where you want that cue ball to hit that cue ball, and then just focus on the pot 100%.
Please, we just cracking anger.
So with that shot, right,
Yeah.
so you need to hit where?
You need some more to the right, or,
More to the right of. It's actually a difficult shot to get there, believe it or not.
yeah, no.
So
It's a more
how do you
controlled
think
shot.
let's maybe go over there.
Okay.
So if I go for the shot,
Yeah.
right? Am I going low?
Sorry,
Center.
So hit it in the center.
What do you think
Let's
is
see
a
what
proper
happens.
angle for proper position or play for that?
No.
So if you do low, then you're bringing the cue ball back.
Okay, now
Right, so if I
hit
wanted
it
to
a little bit harder.
here, so for example, I'm just going to show you.
Change angle.
If I want to do this,
Yeah, you set up on this particular
Yeah,
shot, so
then that's what I would play, if I want to bring low, right?
Up, they're gonna make like.
Correct. So let's say that's what I want to do. Can you give me that red ball?
yeah, that's good. Let's get the pot first.
Okay, yeah.
Anthony, do you want to go on the other side, just because we're setting up here?
So this, honestly, is probably just a.
In fact, you come over this side, and we're not disturbing
It's
anybody.
probably just a center ball, but with a little bit of a.
This is fine.
So just not too much.
I can't remember where it was.
Now remember, the only
Yeah,
thing I want to focus on
Yeah,
first
use this spot, yeah, that's gonna be-
is the pot. Focus on the pot only. Once you decide where you want to hit it, how you want to hit it, the only thing you
So
focus
just
on.
hit center ball and then just let's pot the ball.
When you turn this way.
Okay, so you go down here and use the black spot. Use the black spot as a point. Okay. And then move down here. So.
So now if you go for this is a very soft, just a little bit of top.
Okay. So you
Very
hit
soft, very, just a
what?
little bit of top, nothing too crazy on it.
Can you remember what you hit?
First, I'll look at the pocket.
Correct.
You hit too thick
Right.
a contact.
Yeah.
Because it went into this side of the pocket.
Okay.
Hit a thinner, it remembers the contact and hit a thinner contact now.
Right, right side.
Correct.
The object.
So this is, okay.
We still need to do this point.
Okay.
That's so hard.
You're hitting really, really hard.
Second?
Okay. So where the key object will go here, so first here, we want
So
somewhere
your
in
cue ball
between.
would have been perfect, because you overcut it on your cue ball ended here, right?
Yeah.
If you would have made the pop, your cue ball would actually end up perfectly on the